Hello, my friend. How are you today? I am Protulia Xeta-Llouns, and this is Mexican Allies on the 11th day of the Trezene movement. Today is 11 deer, Matlactlionce Mazatl. The intricate ways of the deer. He is always inventing these paths to get where he wants to. He improvises along the way, listening to what? Well, on the 11th day, probably to his dreams, because today is the day of Yahualtecutli. The 11th day is the last of the darkest part of the Trezene. Is sort of in a way like those hours right before dawn. Those are the darkest and the coldest, but also are the hours where the dreams are more vivid, either bad ones or good ones. The thing about dreams is that they show us something that we didn't know or that we didn't want to deal with, that like all those things that are in the closet or in a shelf that we don't want to deal with them, because either we know if we go through that shelf or that closet, we will have to decide whether to use them, to toss them, or to rearrange them. But it's always good to go there. So if we allow ourselves to go to the back part, sort of like behind the curtain of our consciousness, to our subconscious, that's not the same that unconsciousness. Subconscious is just like opening the door of the closet and seeing what is behind. And if we allow us today to go there, we're going to discover a wonderful thing, even if it's a thing that hurts. So, in the Trezene movement, we are reviewing alliances. Who can we work with, but mostly who can we move along with? Because there are people who just hold us back. They say, oh yeah, I want to do this and that with you, or I want you to do whatever you want or whatever you like. But when the moment comes, either they don't pull the wagon, or they don't allow you to do whatever you want. It's either because they question you, or either because they kind of imprison you in a way. This is like the caterpillar also, because a caterpillar is kind of like a prison, but it's not really a prison. It's just a place that works as a resistance for the butterfly to push out and grow and develop her wings. So what's with the Mazatl today, with the deer? He listens to his dream, or at least to something that is calling from behind the curtain. This is why Tlaloc is the god of the day, Mazatl, because Tlaloc whispers about probable storms, or he has this fine voice that comes from below the soil. This is why it's called Tlaloc, that means nectar of the earth, which is the water. And in this case, is the water of the dreams. So the deer is listening to the subterranean waters in order to get to where he wants. Listening. If we would just listen, perhaps it would be easier, right? Mostly listening to ourselves. So, okay, Today, listen to yourself and also listen to the people that you love the most, because sometimes they have many things to do that you are tired of listening, but if they are repeating it over and over, perhaps it's because the other 25 times you didn't listen. So perhaps if you just listen once, you would understand. Or at least figure out something that you have been wondering about for a long time. And enjoy it, enjoy this feedback, and enjoy the coziness of these nurturing words. And well, it's something delicious too. See you next time.